Now, if you had chosen different classes, Harry would have commented on the Einstein quote versus the trophy case. The poster over here. Pulitzers. Awesome. Let's give them a ring. You bitches can't spell.
Midwich High News Desk. We're out of the office right now. Oh, if you're calling to tell us about the spelling mistake on the poster, thanks. I got it.
Then fix it, bitch. I totally want to work on that newspaper staff. Wait to play mate.
I think I got it.
Ah, innuendo. That's probably pawn takes pawn, rook. And I don't know. Pawn takes pawn. King takes pawn. Rook takes king if black was stupid. I don't know. I looked at that for a while before. I didn't get that. Alright. Just some lockers here. Random lockers with locks on them. Can't open any of them at this point. Okay, another random classroom. Got some bookshelves over here. Random books. God, how many thesauruses do you need, honestly? Doesn't look like there's that many kids in this class. Oh, cute little diary journal opened up. Aww.
Cute.
Over here from the old style projectors. I hated those things. Focus on the bottom part of that, where the text is in blue. The original humans, Adam and Eve, were not vulnerable to malaria and other diseases. It was only when they disobeyed God that they lost their strength and became weak. God did not design mosquitoes to harm us, but because of our sin against His will, we suffer in this way. Mosquito bites are a reminder for us all to obey God. That's not normally something that you would see in a public high school. Maybe in a Catholic high school or something else along those lines, but public high schools, no. Oh, I hate this poem. I just want to, kick the person in the face who wrote this poem. Poor little albatross. I feel so bad for her.
I love that poem.
You're such a dick, Harry. Oh. Escorts a ship across the black depths of the sea. We're gonna remember that. And there's that thesaurus again. Now in the first Silent Hill, when you went into the classroom, one of the desks had been vandalized with massive amounts of graffiti on it that said things like witch and go home. And that was the other kids in the class hating on Alessa because Alessa was different. Right, now we're out in the courtyard. Yep, we found some echo interference. So we're gonna head to the source. And it's a little pink lunchbox with cupcakes on it. Check out this message. Lovely Caitlin, the last few weeks have been incredible. It'd be the icing on the cake if you'd accompany me to the prom. Say you will, and I'll be on cloud 9, Mike. Kind of schlocky. And pretty apparent the guy only has one thing on his mind. A couple random bikes. biolab. A statue over here of the school founder, John Wyndham. And Mr. Wyndham would have a UFO floating over his head like a hat if you're going for the UFO ending. Ah, the tree of school life. I always found those things to be obnoxious. It's not like Japan here. People don't really view their school as part of their community. Their school is just something where they're trapped. The alphabet of drug use. Letter C. C is for crack, cocaine, and cannabis. Anxious, panicky, and suspicious. Well, that puts a little emphasis and explanation into the actions of some of my friends. Creepy. We have some little lab coats. And now we are in the biolab. I have all these little dissection tables, and there's a little Foggy, and we're gonna cut open Foggy. I'm sorry, Foggy, but you already did. And we get a frigid jewel. The first of 2 rings that you're gonna find in this game. I'll talk a little bit more about the rings when we find the second one. Dissection equals resurrection. Oh. Doubtful. Very doubtful.
The birds and the bees.
Oh, Harry does like his ovaries and testes. Ugh. Random books. And of course, in those random books, there's a thesaurus. Because every class needs a thesaurus. Okay, Friendship by Catherine Anderson. You can't really see it with the light off, so I'm going to turn that back on. I have a friend, perfect as can be. She hears my problems and listens to me. She likes me for me, loves me for my faults, says always be yourself, promise never to change. Last part didn't rhyme. Continuing on. Echo interference. And there she goes. She was hiding behind the desk. And this is the chem lab. My favorite subject in school, by the way. Well, one of them. Fire extinguisher, because you always need a fire extinguisher. Plan on blowing shit up. The periodic table.
Chemistry.
And in my nerd moment, I actually own that poster, and yes, it is hanging on my wall. Thank you. Okay, now we're gonna head out. That little fuzzy greeny disturbance wasn't disturbance, it was a television, and it was just static, so it wasn't anything we needed to investigate. Now we have a choice, the planetarium or the art studio.